The Externalisation of Thought, Volume 2, The History of Paper. From Ancient Craft to Industrial Revolution and Beyond, by Azlan Adnan, M.A. The history of paper, from ancient craft to industrial revolution and beyond, is a sweeping intellectual and material history of one of the most underestimated technologies ever created. It argues, with precision and force, that paper is not merely a passive medium, but an active engine in the evolution of human thought. For over 2 millennia, paper has quietly determined what could be known, how knowledge could be organized, and who could access it. Its influence is so pervasive that it has become invisible. This book restores that visibility. The narrative begins in 105 CE with the traditional account of Cai Lun's invention in Han Dynasty China. What emerges is not a single moment of genius, but a technical breakthrough rooted in materials science, craft knowledge, and administrative necessity. Early paper was fragile, limited, and tightly controlled, yet it contained within it the latent capacity to transform civilization. From there, the story follows one of the most consequential technological transfers in history. After the Battle of Talas in 751 CE, papermaking moved westward into the Islamic world, where it was refined, scaled, and integrated into a rapidly expanding intellectual culture. In cities such as Baghdad, paper enabled something unprecedented: the large-scale storage, duplication, and circulation of knowledge. The result was not incremental progress, but a civilizational acceleration, the Islamic Golden Age. When paper reached Europe, it encountered resistance. Medieval institutions, built on parchment, were slow to trust this new material. Yet in the Italian town of Fabriano, craftsmen transformed paper into a high-performance product through innovations in watermarks, sizing, and mechanical processing. Their work created a material robust enough to support Gutenberg's printing press. The consequences were profound: the Renaissance, the Reformation, and the first true information revolution. The book then turns to the Industrial Revolution, where paper underwent its most radical transformation. The invention of the Fourdrinier machine and the shift from rags to wood pulp solved the fundamental constraint of supply. Paper ceased to be scarce. It became abundant, cheap, and disposable. This single shift unlocked mass literacy, mass media, public education, and modern bureaucratic states. The penny papers did not merely report the news. They created the conditions for a literate public consciousness. Yet this is not a conventional industrial history. Running parallel to the material narrative is a deeper argument, that each improvement in paper technology reshaped the structure of human thought itself. As paper became more available, the human mind externalized more of its processes. Memory moved from the brain to the page. Ideas became objects that could be rearranged, compared, criticized, and refined. Archival thinking emerged, followed by synthetic thinking, then iterative and experimental thinking. Eventually, paper enabled the rise of critical public discourse, the foundation of modern intellectual life. In this sense, paper did not simply record thought, it reconfigured it. The final chapters confront the modern paradox. In an age dominated by digital technologies, paper appears obsolete, yet it persists, not as a relic, but as a complementary cognitive tool. From notebooks and textbooks to advanced materials research in smart paper and biodegradable electronics, the medium continues to evolve. Its tactile, spatial, and visual properties offer advantages that digital systems have not fully replicated. The book concludes by placing paper within a larger historical pattern. Across China, the Islamic world, Europe, and the industrial West, the same dynamic repeats. When paper improves, civilization accelerates. The medium expands, and with it, the boundaries of human thought. The history of paper is therefore not just a history of a material. It is a history of cognition, communication, and civilization itself. It reveals a simple but powerful truth. The modern world was not built on ideas alone, but on the material that made those ideas possible. And that material still endures.
About the author: high velocity, high granularity thinking. Azlan Adnan is an autodidact and a polymath with an IQ of 168. He holds a Master of Arts in International Business and Management from the University of Westminster in London, and a postgraduate certificate in teaching from Royal Holloway, University of London. His mind operates at a level that is visibly and measurably different from the average person. While most people think in linear, surface-level patterns and stay within narrow domains, Aslan thinks in systems, layers, and deep causal connections. He moves at high velocity, rapidly synthesizing ideas while maintaining exceptional granularity, seeing fine details and subtle relationships that others completely miss. This rare combination of speed and resolution allows him to cross-pollinate concepts from physics, medicine, philosophy, consciousness studies, nutrition, politics, international relations, and religion in ways that feel both surprising and inevitable once you see them. This distinctive cognitive style is the driving force behind everything he writes. You can see it clearly in every chapter of this book and across the entire Mind Science series. The way he builds models, challenges entrenched assumptions, and connects seemingly unrelated phenomena is not just a writing style. It is how his mind naturally functions. Aslan has written more than 100 books covering a remarkably wide range of subjects, including mind science, health and nutrition, politics, Islam, Russia, Iran, and international relations. Every single one of these books is released completely free in the public domain. All of them can be downloaded at no cost from Z Library. He deliberately places all his writings in the public domain because he believes that powerful, high-resolution ideas should not be locked behind paywalls or controlled by institutions. Knowledge and clarity of thought, in his view, belong to humanity. His goal is simple: to make these ideas freely available to anyone in the world who is ready and willing to engage with them, regardless of their financial situation or background. What you are about to read is therefore not an ordinary book. It is the direct output of a mind that thinks at a fundamentally different resolution. Every page reveals not only new ideas, but a completely different way of seeing and understanding reality itself. This is Azlan Adnan's Mind at Work.